It's an honor to be here. I'm a doctor. I take care of patients with colon cancer, and every time I speak, I've got to remind all of you sitting here, if you're reached the age of 45, and I think there's a few of you sitting there, you should be getting your colonoscopy. It's very important. It could save your life. Mostly because I end up seeing patients in their 60s and 70s. They've never had one. So this is something that we can do to be healthier. I work up in Rhode Island, not too far from here. I am the head of the Cancer Center at Brown University, and I do research, I see patients, and I'll tell you two things about my career. There's a gene named after me that I discovered 30 years ago when I worked with Professor Vogelstein at Johns Hopkins. It's called WAF1. And for a long time I thought that would be the most important thing I would ever do, but fortunately we discovered a drug that went to clinical trials and has been shrinking brain cancer in people, and it should get approved by August by the FDA. It should have been approved 5 years ago. Thank you. So I'll tell you two other things, and I'll be very brief. I am an American Cancer Society professor. There's about 50 of us in the country. And so this year in the United States, there'll be over 2 million new cases of cancer and over 600,000 deaths. And so we have a lot of work to do in research to make progress and bring discoveries to help patients. And those discoveries have been going on for decades. So we're approaching 20 million cancer survivors in the United States because of all of that research. I chair a global nonprofit called the WIN Consortium, and the only reason I mention it is it's focused on something in cancer called precision oncology. And precision oncology is really the future of cancer care, where patients should be getting exactly the right treatment for them for their cancer that's growing in their body. We do have a molecular tumor board, and we review cases and we give information back to doctors to try and help patients. So the last thing I will tell you is I am a candidate for the director of the National Cancer Institute, which has been a crown jewel in science and biomedical research for many, many decades. The government has invested a lot of money for almost a century. But over the last 20 years, we haven't kept up with inflation. And currently the administration is cutting the budgets by 40%, taking the allocations down to pretty close to 10% of what they should be. We have to do better than this to discover and bring new cures and ways of preventing cancer to people not just in the United States but all over the world. And so I will leave you with that, because it's that research that brings hope to patients and brings cures, and there hasn't been a better time to be living with all of the progress that's being made, but we have to do better than we're doing. And so thank you for your attention.